I'm going to be talking about why you want to be doing the AMP. Why do you want to practice the alternating movement pattern? Well, one big reason is because you want to be a winner. And practicing the alternating movement pattern, the AMP, will help you to become a winner. Winner of what? Pretty much any sporting contest that you can think of, any sport that involves movement of your core, volleyball, soccer, football, baseball, tennis. They involve an alternation from side to side. And so therefore they're going to be using the AMP alternating movement pattern, except for the sports that are exercise, like sit-ups and push-ups and squats. Pretty much any sport you can think of uses the alternating movement pattern. So you want to practice using that pattern because it's going to help you be more successful in those sports. Okay, it's also going to help you be more successful in a fight if somebody attacks you or you need to defend your family. It's also going to help you perform everyday tasks, because everyday tasks like opening a door or picking something up off the ground or reaching for something on a shelf, those are all AMP movements. Okay, so the AMP movements are present in a lot of the sports and pretty much all of fighting and everyday life. So you want to be able to do those movement patterns very well. And why would the alternating movement pattern be embedded in all of these different sports, all of these everyday movements, and all of fighting? Well, it's because the AMP is more powerful, more efficient, and more balanced than non-AMP activities. The AMP is more powerful, so it can help you to get from one place to the other with more speed and with more force. Okay, just like throwing a baseball or throwing a punch or running a sprint, it's faster, it's more powerful if you alternate instead of using both hands to throw a ball or both hands to throw a punch or both feet to hop as you race. The AMP is also more efficient. It uses less energy to get you from one place to the other. And that's very important in fighting as well, because in a fight, running out of energy is the last thing you want to do. And in everyday life, if you have more endurance, you're more efficient with your movements, then you can do them for longer periods of time. You can do more repetitions if you're more efficient and you use less energy and you put less strain on your muscles as you perform your everyday tasks. And the alternating movement pattern is more balanced than other non-AMP movement patterns, non-AMP actions. Being able to be in a balanced position where you're able to stay centered and you're able to shift from one foot to the other, that allows you to have more stability, but it also helps you to change directions faster. Okay, for example, with boxing, you don't see somebody trying to throw punches off both feet behind them. They have one foot in front of them and one foot behind them so that they can change directions and go forward or backwards so that they can beat the opponent to the punch. Now, if you're old or you're disabled or whatever, you still want to have a balanced movement pattern, okay, so that you can be able to change directions without falling over, okay, so that you can have stability and stay upright. It's very important to have balance in sports, in everyday life, and in fighting. Now, what do you think is more important in terms of developing your power, developing efficiency, and developing balance? Having big, powerful muscles, or knowing how to use your existing muscles with more power? Is it better to have big, powerful muscles or to know how to position your body more powerfully? Well, it's both. You know, you want to have the big muscles. You want to be nice and strong, okay? But you also want to know how to position yourself and how to move yourself with power, okay? Yes, Olympic sprinters have big, strong leg muscles, core muscles, you know, stuff like that. But The main thing is that they know how to move their body with power. Okay, they know how to alternate. Same thing with an Olympic distance runner or swimmer. Anybody doing a distance or an endurance sport, you have to be able to know how to move better than having a great cardio and a good cardio output. Okay, I mean, yes, you need to have world-class cardio output to be a world-class runner, but you have to know how to move with efficiency more than you need that cardio. Okay, the know-how is more important. Okay, same thing with balance and being able to move and change directions without falling over, being able to change directions quicker than your opponent, or just being able to find a stable position. It's the same thing. You want to have balanced muscles, but the mind is more important than the body in this situation. So if you want to be balanced, you want to be efficient, you want to be powerful, you have to practice powerful movements. Okay, and the amp is more powerful. You want to be more efficient, the amp is more efficient, more balanced, it's more balanced. Okay, so for all of those things, it's important that you remember that as you're developing your muscle, you're also developing the know-how. Okay, so if you're developing your muscle in ways where you're non-amp, where both arms are doing the same exact thing, there's no rotation in the core, and there's no oscillation, no movement from one side, one foot to the other, then you're not amping. And what you're learning to do is move in ways that are less powerful, less efficient, and less balanced. So the work that you're doing is good, it's positive, you're becoming more powerful, but if you do it in an amp way, then you're going to become even more powerful, more efficient, and more balanced. So why not just learn and develop your body at the same exact time? Why not learn mixed martial arts and learn how to move your body at the same time? All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at ampjitsu.com.